Hey Weekenders, with Coach Dab, I'm Coach Nick. We're here to teach you every technique we have done in the first part of our weekend program for fall 2023. We're going to show you every technique we've done thus far, including the ones that will be on your test. The first technique we're going to start off with today is your arm drag to the back. I'll show you first, then we'll do it step by step. Okay, first things first for the arm drag to the back. Coach Dab and I are in a wrestler stance just like this. First thing I'm going to do is establish a 2-on-1 on his arm. Once I get this 2-on-1 on his wrist, I can go out of the wrist or have one hand behind the tricep. Once I get these grips, I'm going to take a step with the same side leg, just like this. As I step, I'm going to arm drag Coach Dab towards me, exposing his back. Once his back is exposed, I give him a nice hug, just like this. Time. First things first, establish my 2-on-1. Once I get 2-on-1, I'm going to take a nice step towards my partner. As I step, I arm drag my partner, exposing the back. Once I'm here, I can also hold the arm, or I can let go. I'm going to hug Coach Dab's arm just like this, with or without the arm, just like that. That is our arm drag to the back. Alright, technique number 2 we're going to be doing today is your bear hug takedown. I will show you first, then I'll do it step by step. Alright, bear hug takedown. So, we've gone to our partner's back using our arm drag to the back. First things first, I start with my bear hug. But it's very important, so I'm going to decide which hand is on top. In this case, it's going to be this one. Once I have my bear hug, I hug nice and tight under Coach Dab's armpits. I take my top arm. I'm going to buckle my elbow down to his hip like this. As I drop my elbow down, his hip starts to fall towards the floor. Once I am here, I'm going to take my foot on the same side as the buckle. I'm going to take a knee. Coach Dab starts to fall with me. I gently turn him towards my knee and bring him to the ground. One more time. Right, arm drag, got to the back. This is my top hand. Step 1, I have my bear hug. Step 2, I buckle the hip with the elbow on top. As I buckle him down, I keep buckling that hip in. I'm now going to take a knee on the same side. As I take a knee, I gently turn my partner towards my foot and establish this control position here. That is our bear hug takedown to the ground. That's your second technique. All right, technique number 3 is going to be your bear hug escape. So we've done the bear hug takedown, but now we're going to show you how to get out of here. I'll show you first, then just step by step. Okay. Bear hug takedown. Now, there's many ways to do this escape. We covered a few of them in class. This is the one we're looking for your test. So, first part of the bear hug takedown, step number 1, identify the top arm. In this case, it's this one. Once I find the top arm, I'm going to make a 2-on-1, one hand by the wrist, and one hand in the middle of the arm, just like this. I'm going to push down on that arm. Step 2, I'm going to squat nice and low and lean back into my partner like this. So I'm bridging myself forward. Once I bridge forward, I squat nice and low. I take one hand closest to my partner's leg. I'm going to kind of like buckle his elbow down, use my hand, hug under his knee with an underhook. I'm still holding on to his arm. Last but not least, I'm going to get nice and explosive here and turn towards that leg like so. One more time. Coach Dab has my back. First things first, 2-on-1 on the top arm. Then I'm going to squat nice and low, lean back into my partner, weakening this grip. I take my arm on the same side as the leg, close to his leg here, and I'm going to swim underneath and get that underhook. I now bridge forward, nice explosive turn. I turn into his leg, getting my escape from the bear hug. That is your bear hug escape, and that is your third technique for this class. All right, so following through with the bear hug escape, we went for what's called a single leg takedown. However, we add a little bit of a twist to it. We add kind of like a little bit of a swing. In a sense, the samurai single leg looks like this. Okay, so first things first for our samurai single leg. It's just like our other single leg, except we're going to be using some more momentum. First things first, the arms are still in the way, right? So from here, I'm just going to clear the hands. Step number 2, I need to level change towards this leg. I can't just walk towards it. Coach can push me, can grab me, stuff like that. So I need to level change and get down nice and low towards that leg. Once I level change, I'm going to scoop Coach Dav's leg up just like this. Now, to finish this takedown, I'm going to glue my head to my partner's leg, and now, to finish this move, I'm going to take my foot closest to my partner and backstep it, and as I backstep, I'm going to swing my partner towards me. Just like this. One more time. Step number 1, clear the hands. Step 2, shell up, level change towards that leg. I'm going to scoop it up just like this. Now, Coach Dav can hop backwards, forwards, or this way. I have to bring him towards me. So, I'm going to glue myself to Coach Dav. I'm going to backstep with my leg close to him. I'm going to swing him towards where he has no balance on this leg. Just like this. That is our samurai single leg takedown. Okay, so nice little technique we're going to do here, just to rekindle some old flames from previous months. We're going to be doing how to open the guard. So we're going to be our guard opening sequence. Looks like this. So, we're opening the guard. So Coach Dav has me in his guard after, let's say, I took him down. First things first, I'm going to make a 2-on-1 on his arm here, just like this. Once I get a 2-on-1, I'm going to Captain Morgan on the same side, just like this. Now, as I Captain Morgan, I'm going to stand up to both feet, just like this, pushing into his arm. Step 3, I'm going to push my partner's knee down with the hand closest to the knee, just like this. His guard will start to open. Now, one step at a time. I step back my foot, grab the ankle, I step back, and grab the other ankle, just like this. Time. So step 1, 2-on-1. Step 2, Captain Morgan. Step 3, I stand up on both feet. Now, if my partner's guard is nice and tight, I'm still going to push the knee, but I'm now going to turn my knee on the opposite side into Coach Dav like this. This will change his ankle and make his guard tough to keep. I keep pushing, I step back, I grab those ankles. That is how we open the guard. That is how we open the closed guard and get to open guard. All right, so here now the next technique we're going to do is our dummy sweep. It's one version of the dummy sweep. It's a lateral sweep. Good to use on people who open your guard but aren't careful about how to proceed. Looks like this. Just like that. So, first things first, let's say your partner opens your guard, but they haven't really established a lot of space. This is perfect. So step number 1, you're going to take your hands, grab the ankles. Step 2, you're going to swim your feet to the inside and make what's called your butterfly hooks. So you're going to go right under your thigh, under your partner's thigh. Now, to further off balance them, it's like you're spreading your butterfly wings here. You're going to flare your shins just like this. So flare them from here to here, just like this. All right, Coach Dev's already starting to lose his balance. Last but not least, I'm going to use my shins to push him backwards as I pull on his ankles. Just like that. One time. Step 1, ankles. Step 2, I'm going to make my butterfly hooks. Step 3, I flare my shins. Step 4, I push with the shins, pull on the ankles. I push, pull. Just like that. And that is your dummy sweep that we have covered in the weekend class. All right, we have 2 techniques left for your test. One is a guard pass that leads to a submission. We're now going to go over our double underpass. I'll show you first, then we'll do step by step. All right, double underpass. So, see, we got out of the closed guard. Don't want to get dummy swept, so I'm going to act quickly here. First things first, I'm going to cup under my partner's ankles and lift them into the air. This gives me a space to go to step number 2. Step 2, I'm going to get down nice and low and go under the legs, hugging them nice and tight, making sure the knees are on my shoulders. Step 3, to give myself some more momentum for this pass, I'm going to make a kickstand with one leg. This will start to alleviate some pressure on the same side. I'm now going to turn away from my kickstand. This will force the legs over like so. Last but not least, I stay tight with my partner and move to my side control. One more time. Step 1, I lift the ankles. Step 2, I get under the legs, hug them nice and tight. Step 3, I form a kickstand. Step 4, I turn away from the kickstand, dumping the legs off my shoulders. Last but not least, I stay tight. I advance upwards into my side control. That is your double underpass, guard pass into side control. All right, the last technique we have covered this in the weekend, first part of the weekend session here is the Americana. It's the submission that follows the double underpass. I'll show you first, then we'll do step by step. All right, the Americana. So, starting from side control, my partner has their T-Rex arms in just like this. I have my side control. So I'm head and arm, I'm chest to chest, my knees are in tight. So my partner's got a T-Rex arm here. The first thing I'm going to do is form a 2-on-1. So I can take this arm out, 1 and 2. Once you get 2-on-1, I'm going to push Coach Dev's arm to the ground and pin it so his palm is facing up, just like this. Step 3, the hand that's close to his elbow is going to swim underneath. I'm going to grab my own wrist to make what's called a figure 4. Now, keeping my partner nice and tight, keeping his arm in nice and tight, I'm going to slowly slide his elbow towards his side and then lift the elbow with my forearm. There's my Americana. One more time. Step number 1, my partner, I'm here in side control. Step 1, I go 2-on-1. I have my grips here. Then I'm going to push Coach Dev's arm to the ground and pin it so it's palm up. Once I pin palm up, my hand close to the elbow is going to swim underneath and grab my own wrist. Staying nice and tight with my partner, very gently, I pull his arm in. I'm going to slide Coach Dev's elbow down to the side and slowly lift up his elbow with my forearm that's under his arm. And that is my Americana for side control. That is all the techniques on your test. Look forward to seeing you all for your test next week. And as always, folks, thank you very much.